Please, your topic. Why doesn't glue stick to the inside of a bottle? Any patterns will help you? The cause and effect. Cause and effect, wonderful. Glue is not supposed to stick to the inside of the bottle. It is supposed to do its work outside the bottle. And I am not getting it. Anyways, yes, please. Any patterns?
Topic?
The same topic.
Glue has to do its job, whether inside the bottle or outside the bottle. The way the glue is made, the chemical composition of the glue is made in such a way that it's supposed to stick outside the bottle, not inside the bottle. The point is that, is it doing the job for which it is designed to do? Finally, it has to perform. So in life also, we have so many things to perform. Are we doing what we are supposed to do? That's what matters. Glue has one quality. It sticks and it has a function. It performs. Performing and finally carrying out the function is what matters.
Thank you very much. Well, I think we'll have a few questions. If anybody would like to, please.
No, I have a question.
Please.
So while these principles will give us a direction in which we should think, because the moment I pick up a sequence pattern from there, I can start thinking. Because the thought in my mind will clearly match the pattern over there, and by that mechanism I can quickly start on the content. Structure, content and delivery. But what are the key attributes on which you judge a table topic contest winner? Because we are from an IF club, and I've been trying to understand what is the key attribute because of which he was adjudged the winner and someone from our team did not get the prize. So that kind of a mapping is missing. So if it is the way you select one of these principles, if it is that as an attribute, forget about the language skills. Language is like a DNA of Toastmaster, so we won't talk about that. On the content side, I want to know how do you judge a person basically by virtue of his thoughts falling in line with what you think, or because let's keep language aside. So what are the key attributes so that I know that yes, because of this, my guy lost the contest and he or she has to take care of.
Sure.
Thank you.
And pass on to TK. I think perhaps he will give us some more insights.
I will take a structure which is not there here. I have a structure there. Any speech, be it table topics or your regular prepared speech, you need to have your OBC in place, opening, body, conclusion. You take this in any of these 10 parameters. So when I am going to judge somebody, I will be going to judge him on how he develops his table topic. Right? That's a fundamental thing. Right? As you said, delivery is a DNA which will essentially be looked at. Speech development, appropriateness to this audience, and how you present it. Right? That is going to decide delivery. Delivery is always there. If you look at the point system also in table topic contest, delivery will have some 20 or 30 points are there for delivery. But speech development, audience response and appropriateness is going to carry a lot of it.
Audience response, you said, is it?
Yeah.
So for example, if the majority of the audience doesn't follow with a fact which I represented in my speech, then how do you judge?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is audience response is one of the attributes in your score.
Assume
whatever I say doesn't match with the audience for any reason whatsoever, because this is just a fraction of the audience, right?
Okay.
So how do you judge?
Right, see, when I'm saying audience response, one of the parameters given as part of the...
And how do you judge the audience response?
So if you look at what DJ gave us a speech today, when I'm presenting a thought and it makes a lot of meaning to the audience and I get a lot of response, both in terms of, if it is a humorous, perspective of the entire thing, then the audience respond well, right? I also look at that. While I cannot judge entirely based on that, I'm saying one of the criteria can be that.
So is there a weightage so that I can say that in
Yes,
my
yes, yes.
speech?
There is a evaluation contest criteria is there. The judging criteria is there for it.
I think we should give this.
That is available in the website. You just download it. It's available as table document.
Okay. Next week's JTP related attendance.
Content is very important. I feel, very often we lose because we don't develop the content. Now we had a few topics.
If you don't have content, then you won't speak at all.
No, we give some examples to illustrate. Okay, what is my topic? Can I give some examples? These are enablers. Now, what is these patterns I have shared with you today? Enablers.
So these are really important.
So that they give a direction. Otherwise, some of them said, I'm blank, I don't know what. Immediately go to this. But it's a practice. It will not happen overnight. Slowly in the next meeting, I will try to put these in place and then develop and then give those points. I said, follow a thesis, premise. This is my premise. Like some people say, you can speak for or against, whatever. But give me some examples. So how you, as TK also said, how you build up your case. But you need also have the three elements: introduction, body, the conclusion. So how are you judged finally? The final is the takeaway. What is the impact that he made? How did he present his case? You understand? See, language is not important, as you said. Okay, it's not your elegance or eloquence that's going to win the table topics. It's the matter. It's the meat. It's the flesh of the topic. How did you flesh it up? Anybody else, please?
When you get a topic for table topic and you don't get any ideas, so what's the ideal time you should take to think before you start speaking?
See, that's the most common experience. Yes or no? Because as I said, it's a stress situation. No, just take a deep breath. Just relax for a little while. At the same time, not for too long. Then, what is the next step is to start speaking. The moment I am silent means, I am still. But I start speaking. And whatever thoughts are in topmost of my mind, let it come. And as it flows, I perhaps go along with that. So these patterns which I have given you will just help you to focus. Immediately. Talking about this topic is about a country, or this topic is about this problem and solution, or chronological, or something. Immediately that will come. But it may take a little while. So, just relax. As I said earlier, while the table topic session is about to begin, I get into a positive frame of mind. Say, yes, I relax. Topics, I'm going to do my best, I motivate myself, I program myself, and then we'll start. Please.
Okay, I had a different experience today. Like, as when you presented the topic, I was completely blank. I didn't get the topic first of all, and one of my friends helped me with the criteria selection, and I could somehow think of the punishment and the crime, and I could manage to talk something. But when you actually come across a situation like this, that you don't get a topic, you don't understand the topic, and everybody is looking at it, the focus is completely on you. How do we actually overcome that situation, that particular situation wherein you are blank about the topic, you have no clue, instead of blabbering something which is like not that exactly relevant, how can we better handle that such a situation?
The first thing is to go to our own experience. That is the first thing. Okay, each of us is unique because we've had a lot of experiences. That's what is experience. Experience leads to knowledge and skill. So go to my own experience. I don't understand the topic, like you said, you spoke about punishment. But what was the specific topic in your case? Is capital punishment a deterrent for crime? You didn't touch about capital punishment at all. Okay? So first I must try to understand, what is this topic? Do I understand the meaning of this topic? Okay, you did your best because you spoke about punishment. To some extent you're there. Then you should have given some examples. For example, punishment as a child, when I grew up I got punished. Yes or no? You would have had that experience. So immediately, this is what I learned from that, being punished when I was a child, next time I'll not do this, or whatever. And slowly you build up. You understand? So go to your own experience. If you are blank about the topic, just go to your own experience. Please.
Just a follow up on what this lady asked you. The topic was not too clear to her. Now, was there an option for her to ask you, can you throw some light on this topic? For instance, in the sense, not by way of content, just in order for me to understand the topic. Sometimes it happens to every one of us, but we don't understand the topic in the context that it is presented, or we are supposed to take it. And in that case, do we have the right to ask you to throw some light on the topic in order for me to understand the topic in the right perspective?
See, you can do this to some extent in your club, okay? In the sense like the same topic is capital punishment a deterrent for crime. I don't understand what is this capital punishment. Okay, to give an example, I don't understand. Deterrent for crime. So you can request the table topic master, can you give me another topic, for example? That's one way of, but this will not be allowed in a contest. Okay, so that's why I said the table topic session is a practice session for a contest. At a contest, sorry, everybody gets the same topic and you know how it is conducted. People don't know what the topic is at all. But your club is your practice session. And I mentioned in one of my slides, reading is very, very important. Reading is the foundation for speaking in table topics. Now, capital punishment is a term used which, if I'm I should know what is this. Every day we see in the papers, the newspapers, on the TV, crime has become rampant everywhere, and today they're talking of capital punishment in many ways. That whole incident in Delhi has brought out so many things. So maybe that's a learning point for me. I could think, hey, I'm a little backward in my general knowledge. I should brush it up. Please. Okay.
Another reason I'm asking this question is in the recent club meeting, in the table topic session, one of the topics was, she was referring to an ad. And I thought, the table topic speaker is supposed to speak on the ad as such. But actually her point was the, the punchline, something like, take care. The topic was take care, but actually she gave the background of the ad. So I had not even seen the ad, so I was a bit nervous, but I was not the speaker, fortunately. I thought if I were the table topic speaker, I would have fizzled out. Thanks.
Also, the TK I mentioned earlier about, see how you are being judged, and that is exactly one of the parameters. How am I being judged for my speech on this topic? Did I build up, give some examples? Not only that, what was the content? My content is lacking, so that's why I lost out. Please, any other questions, please?
Like, if I don't understand the topic, is it recommended to ask one more time to repeat the topic?
Certainly, that is allowed.
Yes.
That is allowed. In your club session, certainly that is allowed. You can request the table topic master, please repeat the topic. But sometimes, that's one of the standards of the club. We are here to improve our listening skills. So the table topic master, sometimes they mention, I am going to say this topic only twice or only once. Slowly, loudly, clearly. And if you are not paying attention, then please.
So I had a question about the very existence of table topic session as a concept. Now I've attended several club meetings. I come from DJ's club and I joined the club just 1 month back. Now I attend because most of the table topic sessions that I've seen across so many 5-6 clubs that I've attended, 90% of the time what people are talking doesn't even make sense. Alright, and the remaining 10% times where it does make sense, it is way off the topic as far as the topic is concerned. Even if it sounds music to ears and it makes sense, but it's not what the topic was asked for. So I tend to question things as in the basis of the existence of something. So what is I understand, I read the manual, it says it is about that people should think on their feet, they should be able to speak impromptu. But the kind of topics that, what glue topic that you said, why is it inside, why doesn't it? I never imagined a situation in my life where I would be asked, okay, why do you think this is the case? So it doesn't prepare me actually. So such kind of abstract topics which are nonsensical, they don't even prepare me for the real world. So is that a red alert or something? Yeah, so that is so if you can answer with the very existence and how do we make sense while speaking on table topic sessions?
That is the whole purpose. So Toastmasters will agree with me. What is the whole purpose? What is the basis for table topics? To improve our thinking skills. How do we think on our feet? Okay, that was one example of an abstract topic. But that's the whole purpose. Why are we in Toastmasters? When Toastmasters improve our thinking skills. And how do we think? If we are in the normal track, we will not think. The moment we are pulled out of our comfort zone, then we say, hey, now I'm being stretched. Now I can think differently. That is the whole purpose. Where is the practice? You see, now these parameters are given. You practice speaking on abstract topics. You can give the topics to yourself. You can make some topics. You can go to the net. You can, today all these things are here. Start practicing. Practice is the key to table topics.
prepared speech. You know, what effort it takes for a person to win at the highest level. The practice, the demo, the feedback, similarly same. These are practice. Please.
Last 3 questions.
So, do we certainly need to be productive and informative on the topic onto the audience, or do you think only instances and examples without making a sense would also help?
It also depends on how you can bring it in. Okay, it depends. First of all, see now, if you don't know about the topic, you relate something about your experience or something to that. Generally, that's what I said, it depends on your skill. That comes with practice and experience. I don't know much about this topic. I can slowly take the audience to something else. Okay, but that will not help you in a contest. Contest, if you don't speak on the topic, you can be disqualified. In a sense, may not be. But in a club, perhaps that's allowed. Please.
Whenever table topic master gives a topic, something which I have a knowledge of, absolutely zero on the knowledge, I feel extremely uncomfortable speaking on that topic, be it in terms of connecting the thoughts or coming up with some stories similar to speaking on that topic. Do you have some techniques wherein, like as an audience, I'm comfortable in terms of coming up with some ideas? But my question is, do you have any techniques like how we can try to connect our thoughts into the stage?
The only technique which comes to my mind, as I said, is to go to your experience. Your personal experience is something unique, and that will not be for Sajna. Yes or no, to give an example. So what you will say about the topic and what she will say about the topic will be totally different. If you don't know anything about the topic, whatever you have seen, experienced, read, whatever. And today, you've been living in this world for so many years and you had some experience or the other related to that comes to your rescue. You got it. There is no hard and fast technique that, this is what I will do. I would suggest that's first. Please.
Good evening. Good morning. I get a topic and I start speaking. I would actually be browsing in my mind on what to talk. At that time, someone in the audience is reacting like some odd reactions and he's reacting, is he going to speak or not? And that is the time I become prey to the grammarian and park counter. So how do I manage that situation? How do I tackle that kind of audience's reactions? I get completely blank at that time. So how do I manage?
Please, anybody would like to throw some light on that? Sir?
Change the direction.
Right.
Yeah, if I got the question right, I think because you don't understand the topic, you start blabbering or you start generally talking around, right?
No, negative audience reaction.
Negative audience reaction at the club level. At the contest level, you are not bothered about the audience reaction because you are too busy about your own talking. I mean, that's been my experience. I really don't even probably look at the audience to that extent. But at the club level, if you are getting a negative reaction and then you start saying something, and therefore the grammarian and our counter catches, fair enough. That's life. That's life. Number one. Number two is, I think the key thing that we miss in table topics at a club level is that we take table topics per se very, very lightly. And I am saying it from more than 5 years of Toastmastering. What happens at club level and what happens at contest is something completely different. But because at club level we never actually take the judging ballot and then judge a table topic. Therefore, when somebody here asked, we talk anything and everything, don't make any sense, don't connect to the topic at all, but still we feel good at the end of it because we make people laugh, we get audience response, and therefore because it is democracy, we get voted the best table topic speaker of the evening, we are happy. But the way I look at it, going forward, if a club wants to produce winners at table topics contest, the only way to do that is make judging almost mandatory at many of the meetings. Have senior Toastmasters who are trained judges do the judging part, and then you can have both parallelly. You can have judges actually balloting and then picking up the winner, as well as the voting, and then you will see what difference it makes. Because ultimately in table topics contest, what matters is that you have to connect very well with the topic. If you don't connect at all and feel that yes, I can get away with all BS, believe me, that's not it. And when you focus on talking about the topic itself, whether you know anything or not, if you make that simple effort, let me start talking on the topic. I am sure in the 2 minutes, even if you take half a minute to start off, you will still make some sense, because one thing the brain doesn't tolerate is nonsense. Brain doesn't tolerate nonsense. And one exercise we did some time back at our club is give a topic and tell somebody to talk nonsense about the topic and see the result. This will work.